So hello and welcome back to another session where we can enjoy the relaxed learning state known as hypnosis. And because you have chosen to take this time for yourself, you find it easy to relax, breathing deeply and naturally, exhaling and letting the tension flow from your body. You can feel any pressure and concerns flowing from your head so that it begins to rest lightly on your neck, through your shoulders, into your chest, and down through your abdomen, passing through your pelvis and into your thighs, continuing to breathe deeply and naturally so that the tension flows down through your calves, past your ankles, and out through the bottoms of your feet. And you are now feeling very relaxed. And because we want to go deeper, we can continue breathing easily and naturally on a count of 5 to 1. 4. Feeling deeply at peace. 3. Breathing deeply and naturally. 2. Feeling very, very relaxed. 1. We are now at a deep level of relaxation, deeper than before. And we are ready now to turn our attention to the question before us. And that is the question of self-confidence, which, as many people know, is simply the idea of feeling good about ourselves, knowing that we have taken the time to master the skills and knowledge necessary to greet the world in our chosen field of endeavor, and that we have taken care to surround ourselves with strong friends and wonderful allies so that we know we can meet any challenge that is presented to us because we are ready. And it is this state of readiness combined with a quiet assurance that we are capable that is really the core strength known as self-confidence. And clearly, this is something that is a skill that can be learned and practiced so that it becomes stronger every day. All we have to do is get quiet first and foremost, spending time with ourselves, acknowledging our strengths, taking care to observe the things we need to improve, while simultaneously understanding the challenges before us. It is this last category that is especially enjoyable in the modern age. We live in a time when all information is available to us at a moment's notice. And so we understand that we can learn about our chosen field. We can acquire the skills and the knowledge and observe the very best people who are currently at work in our field. And we can model their example so that in very short order we can understand literally everything that needs to be known about our chosen field of endeavor. And it is this acquisition of knowledge that quite directly feeds our sense of self-confidence, because we give ourselves over to the study of our topic and the conditions in which we find ourselves. And it is this knowledge, combined with self-acceptance, as well as an acceptance of the world around us, that comes together in a powerful triad that constitutes true self-confidence. Along the way, as we continue to study our field and grow more comfortable accepting ourselves, we have the opportunity to investigate and strengthen our own commitment. And it is this effort, undertaken in solitude from the world, that allows us to appear before others as supremely self-confident, in the same way that only the tip of the iceberg is visible. We know that the bulk of its mass that is keeping it afloat and makes it so formidable is beneath the surface. And so it is with our preparation, both in terms of our level of self-acceptance and the acquisition of knowledge in our field, so that when we appear on our chosen field of endeavor and calmly and quickly take care of any challenges, it may seem to those who observe that it was easy, and yet those who know, those who are confident and competent in their own fields, are well aware that this sort of high achievement only comes from preparation that has occurred in private. And they also know that should a challenge arise, and that you prove yourself capable of handling it, that this capacity was also grown and strengthened in private. Because the way to be truly self-confident is to have made this level of commitment that you are willing to engage in preparation away from the world. And so, when you find that you have silent admirers who smile when you pull off the big coup, you both know, without speaking, that you belong to the same tribe, the small, elite collection of people who have taken the time to get quiet and accept themselves, to make the commitment to preparing for their endeavor, as well as acquiring the knowledge and the skills necessary to be among the very best who have ever done this particular task. And this self-confidence is not selfish at all. When someone such as yourself makes the commitment and does the work, and is then able to move their field of endeavor forward, is actually giving the next person an amazing gift, because behind you, or perhaps right beside you, is someone who is also searching to become among the best in their field, and they appreciate the example of someone who spends the time and makes the effort to acquire self-confidence that is required to accomplish at the very highest level of achievement. And so the great trick of self-confidence is that it is very boring and not a trick at all. It is based on very simple and ancient principles. First, of becoming quiet and learning to accept yourself. Then, of being able to make the commitment to your field. And then, being prepared to do the work necessary to acquire the skills and the knowledge, so that when your moment comes, you can easily express a well-earned level of self-confidence, because you are more than the challenge. You deal with it so easily and so effectively that many around you will be amazed, and those who are like you will respect you in their very quiet and smiling way, because they know the amount of work that went into your simple achievement. And there will also be those grateful for your example, who are searching for someone to show them the key to self-confidence. And so we know this is very simple and easily accomplished, because once you put aside the search for something outside of yourself and realize that the strength lies within, you are well on your way to acquiring the level of self-confidence that used to be something that seemed like the province of others. And now that you have learned their simple method, you turn within and rededicate yourself to accepting who and where you are today, to making the commitment that is required to achieve mastery, and then making sure you acquire the knowledge and the skills that are the true mark of the self-confident human being. And we are ready now to rejoin the world, already feeling better about ourselves, more confident, because we have taken the first step. We have made the commitment, and we can see how we have already acquired such a great deal of the skills and knowledge necessary to be among the best in our field, so that as we count from 1 to 5, we are feeling self-confident. 1, taking a deep breath. 2, starting to awaken. 3, we straighten our bodies. 4, our eyes begin to flutter. And 5, we are wide awake, eyes open, feeling good, and feeling self-confident.